to another Halloween LEGTV special. I am your ghost, the Kill Missioner, dressed up as Casey Stoll, I think the actor is, or Bald Bull from Mike Tyson. I don't know. This was just lying around and just had to throw something together. It is midway through the LEGTV season here for fantasy football. And as always, we do a very special Halloween episode, and we have a very special guest coming up. But first, let's find out who won last week and the scores. Let's go to this very spooky scareboard. Pokemon with a terrible victory, 162 over working for Mahomes. Jalen hurts you with 40 points. Oh, by the way, there's like name puns here, so just do with it. The duo of doom, Barkley and Henry, only 28 points. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Pretty Little Liars lost to Joe's Insane Ground Posse, getting a needed win. Josh Allen, 26 points. Josh Slakup, there's going to be a lot of sleigh puns. Joe Mixon, 26 points for Hobby, but not enough. Oh my gosh, there's a ghost there. Fields of Gold got an upset victory over Anu. Najee Harris with 18 points. Justin Jefferson, 20. Smile Hamilton's probably my favorite. The DB, 17 points. Not a lot of help from Anu's players. Oh my gosh, that's creepy. Dak Street Boys goes down to 223 points, the highest single season point total this year, thanks to Bo Nix with 40 points. Tyrone Tracy chipped in with 25. Lamar was still a big help with 30, but not enough. Oh boy, look at that. And John Dahlgren's Clock Gobblers gets the win, 206 to 164. There were three teams that scored 200 points this week. I mean, CeeDee Lamb scores 42. It's kind of hard to overcome that. Not a lot of options from Mick there. Here's the other 200-point game. Rock Ya Bitches Dave Plow goes 200 points over nickel to nickel, only scoring 151. Josh Cook was awesome. Kyle Pitts actually had a game. Patrick Mahomes scored 25 points. And Kyron Williams did okay for the old dancer, but not enough. That was actually kind of a surprising win. Anyways, we've got a lot to get to. We have a very, very special guest to go over this week's pivotal Halloween matchups. Let's go with our owner spotlight. Of our most spooktacular guests on the Halloween episode, it's Sick Mick Barton. Mick, it's me. It's me. Do you recognize me? It's me, JD.
Are you selling something? Are you selling a new religion? Something with bobcats?
Well, I'm popular film actor Corey Stoll.
What? I mean, I know who that is, but Austin doesn't know who that is. Joe has no idea who that is.
Nobody does. Mick, welcome onto the show. This was obviously a last-second thing. It was either this or the bad guy from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Who was the big one with the
the mustache guy. The mustache guy. I can hear everyone on the internet screaming, but, that's... Who cares?
All right, Mick.
Who cares?
I specifically brought you in here for... You are known to have special psychic powers.
I do not. You know what? I'm in last place right now, so I can honestly say that if I ever had these abilities, they are gone.
So let's dive into that. What do you attribute this year's team collapse?
A lot of things. First, too much faith in the Arizona Cardinals rebound. Marvin's okay, but he's definitely not worth the second round. Definitely wasn't worth a second round pick. Kyler is meh, and Kincaid's yeah.
You mean McBride?
He's like the fourth or fifth best tight end, but he has no touchdowns.
Yeah, third best tight end actually in all fantasy football. The McBride of Frankenstein, and yeah, you're right, no touchdowns from Mr. Trey McBride, but still top three tight end.
Yeah, so maybe it's just a lot of mistakes. Jalen Waddle sucks. Forgot about him. Yeah, yes. I can't even mention his name. He sucks.
Tua has ruined many people's football seasons.
No, the lack of Tua. It's the lack of Tua.
The lack
Like,
of Tua, yes.
Yeah, they didn't have any idea. It's like, oh, we don't have Tua. What do we do? It's like, maybe you just make a game plan for what you do got. Throw the ball to the fastest guys ever.
So, Mick, I'm going to ask you a question.
Sure.
I want to get your opinion. So you're not alone in the cellar right now. There are about five teams. Five teams there. You're in there. Dahlgren.
Yep.
Last year's Hoffa winner, Nick Shook. Abi and his brother Anu, all at 3 of 5. You're the lowest. Last place at 2 and 6.
What? I'm the lowest? I can't tell by the standings that are in front of me.
Yes. Out of those teams, which one is destined to rise? Which one is destined to fall?
Well, like, honestly, I think with the Ready Boys, it's just paying attention. So, honestly, if, maybe Avi gets like a Saturday off where they don't go to shitty Ohio State games, maybe they'll do a couple of, and they'll make a couple waiver moves. Let's see. I'm looking at Nick Shook's team right now. Let's see what he can do. Oh, man, you know what would look really good on this team? Chris Olave. Oh, yeah, I like digging. That's me. Yeah. Oh, my God. I mean, I know this is, like, probably not updated yet, but, he hasn't gotten rid of Christian Kirk. Colby Parkinson is his flex. It's like, it's like you have a backup tight end in your Oh, my God. Oh, he has bad luck. I forgot. There's Nico. Jameson Williams is suspended for taking the PEDs that don't make you better. Oh,
right. And also, I guess he got caught with a gun.
This is the team he'll be. Yeah, this is the team he'll be rocking this week. So, you know what? It ain't going to be Shook moving up.
No, sir.
Oh,
so, Mick, the rest.
Me and him in the Hoffa Bowl.
Yeah, well, okay. There's your Hoffa prediction. I was just going to ask you that. Yeah, Mick and Nick in the Hoffa Bowl. You heard it first from Mick, the extra large medium. I love that joke.
Yeah, that's good. That's great.
All right, Mick, use your psychic powers.
Yep.
Who is the scariest team in the LEG right now?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with. I'm just looking over this team right here. I have it down between Plow and Plow and Joe.
Explain yourself.
Okay, well, I'm looking at Plow's team right now. It's scary. It's kind of scary. Like, all right, Patrick Mahomes, whatever. Okay, he's not a number one anymore, but in fantasy. But Terry McLaurin, Cooper Kupp back, like James Cook and Jamar Gibbs are just tearing off. They're tearing off touchdowns, and Kyle Pitts. I mean, it's because everyone else sucks, but Kyle Pitts is pretty good, and Javonte Williams is on a tear. So, like, that's just his starting lineup. So, yeah, he had some bad injury luck early, but like, that's a good team.
Pretty good team.
I'm going with Plow. I think Plow. He's like right in the middle right now. Yeah, I bet he's the one crashing your Final Four party.
Well, let's hope not, as having a repeat Plow championship would be the worst.
Oh, no. I didn't say anything about that.
Good.
You asked me who can you asked me who can climb up from the bottom.
Okay. Fair enough. Mick, are you ready to tap into those?
Sure, I can do
mystical...
60, 70 words a minute. I'll take some dictation. That's what you need. What do you want me to do?
You ready to tap into that psychic ability and go over your guaranteed locks of the week?
Tell me where to go. Here's Mickey the Greek.
All right. Here we go, Mick. We got the first one. It's the number one overall team, my team, Pokemon, taking on Purdy Little Liars, Ablash, Ready, that you talked about, who's at 3 and 5, ninth place. What we're going to do, Mick, if you've been paying attention, I run down the roster, we see who's starting, and then we make a decision from there. So we're going to go to the number one overall point scoring roster, the number one overall team, Pokemon, starting Jalen Hurts. Looks like he's finally hit that rhythm going up against Jacksonville. That should be a cush game.
Yep.
Now what are your thoughts on Amon-Ra St. Brown? He's not really lighting it up like he usually does, but he's just right there in the mix.
He's a very rich man's Wes Welker. Like he'll get you, like write him down 110, 120 receptions, but he's probably like he's scored a couple touchdowns these last couple weeks. But he's gonna top out at 6.
Yeah. High floor guy. You gotta love high floor guys. Now here's an interesting spot.
If you're gonna make a first round pick, that's one of the safest and the one that everyone else should have done.
Yeah, I can't believe I got Amon-Ra at the 8th or whatever pick I had.
Yeah.
Now, out of Chris Godwin's untimely exit, I'm having to go with Keon Coleman in the running wide receiver 2 spot. And this is where this team is super scary. It's that two-headed monster of Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley, the number 2 and number 3 overall running backs in all of fantasy football. And pair that with now Brock Bowers, who has no other competition on the field to catch balls. And in the flex, Chase Brown.
I'm sure Jables came in his pants.
Now, let's go over to Abby's roster. We've got Joe Burrow at quarterback taking on the Raiders this week, who's starting to rebound. He's put together some nice games. Not so great against Philadelphia. But it's also A.J. Brown on the other side. So it's Amon-Ra St. Brown versus A.J. Brown. That also could have some implications with the Eagles being up so much on Jacksonville that they don't really throw a lot. Michael Pittman gets a boost because Joe Flacco is starting. Wow.
That's the truth.
Never thought I'd say that. Joe Mixon.
You can pass on him.
Joe Mixon, who looks like the Bengals really screwed up, let him go. He's going against the Jets on Thursday night. Jets have a good defense, though. Brian Robinson Jr. at the running back. David Njoku, who now is Jameson Winston throwing, who also is just elevated. And Tyler Lockett
Nope, that's not a thing.
The flex.
I just checked. That's not a thing. Tyler Lockett is no longer a thing. It's sad.
Well, hopefully Abby doesn't make any changes. Who are you taking in this week's?
Oh, it's JD. It's you. It's not even it's sad, really.
Bully.
Like, this is a really sad. Abby doesn't stand a chance this round.
Well, I will also pick myself in a murderous victory, at least by 30 points.
Yeah, put that down for one of those mixed locks of the week.
Love it. Let's go to another matchup, another top team, Dan Nickel, 5-3, taking on the other Ready brother, Doc.
Okay.
Anu, Roger Goodell, in 8th place. Now, Anu is favored to win this week. I'm favored to win against his brother. He's favored to win against Dan. Let's see if Dan can overcome the odds here. Now. Well, here's where it's going to come down to.
Rog is going 12 points. He's got 12 points, and he's the 59% projected winner, and that means a lot. Like both players have 15 both teams have 15 players remaining, and is he really okay? Caleb Williams against Arizona's not defense. Oh well, it's going to look better when he takes Stephon Diggs out of his lineup.
Here's a little insider information. I tried to trade for Stephon Diggs, and Ani wouldn't budge.
I don't think he looks at his emails.
I don't think he does either. He responds to text. So, Ani's roster, Drake London, Malik Neighbors at wide receiver. Pretty good combination. Breece Hall and Aaron Jones, also a good combination at running back. Dalton Schultz at tight end is very hit or miss, but right now there's nobody in the flex. I'm guessing he'll probably put in J.K. Dobbins or Amari Cooper.
Yeah, that seems like the smart move.
Or Devin Achane. What's he doing? He's got all these great players.
Oh, Achane hadn't done shit for weeks. I'm not going to blame him for that one. I'm guessing Achane's going to be in his flex. I'm betting. I'd bet it all on Anu.
Well, we didn't even look at Dan's roster. I mean, Dak Prescott.
I'm looking at it. It's ew. Okay.
Tyreek Hill now with Tua.
Okay. That's Buffalo doesn't really stop anyone. Perfect.
Romeo Dobbs, who got suspended from the team for being kind of a jerk, but it worked because the last 3 weeks he's actually been pretty productive. I like Dan's running backs, David Montgomery and Kyron Williams, although it seems like Jamar Gibbs is starting to take over as finally the lead guy there. I don't like his tight end, Hunter Henry. And I think this Jalen McMillan thing's kind of a stretch. It's going to be very interesting, Tampa Bay. So does that change your opinion on who's going to win?
No, it was going to be Anu, and it is Anu, and that's another lock of the week.
Lock of the week. Oh, my mustache is falling.
Anu's going off by like 25 if he gets in there and changes his lineup.
I am also going with Anu this week. Now, this is a very interesting matchup. 11th place John Dahlgren coming off a huge win last week after that trade that went through. He's taking on the Dak Street Boys, who are 5-3 and in second place, who are sneaking up the standings. Yes. Austin is projected to beat Dahlgren this week. I want to look at Dahlgren's roster first. Sam Darnold's been a pleasant surprise, right?
Yep. And Indy doesn't stop anybody. Okay, next.
CeeDee Lamb, obviously. CeeDee Lamb went off last week, had 40-plus points. Finally got that big production game from him. Now he's putting in Josh Downs. He's putting a little too much faith in the Colts, but that's the receiver you want on the Colts offense, not Michael Pittman. You want Josh Downs. And Kareem Hunt and DeAndre Swift, those are his running backs. I don't like his running backs compared to Austin's. And then Zach Ertz at tight end, and I think Brian Thomas Jr. in the flex. I don't think he's going to play.
Probably not. Well, this is it's bad luck. There's some guys. What can he do? He can't do anything. I just checked.
Yeah, he's screwed.
Yeah, I'm willing to. Yeah, this is a Dak. It's another Dak streak.
It's another Dak streak, and for good reason. Look at Lamar Jackson, who's probably going to win another MVP, having an amazing year. And he just got Deontay Johnson from the Panthers, another weapon for Lamar Jackson. Now, Tank Dell.
The first weapon.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be his number one receiver probably over Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman and Mark Andrews. Tank Dell and DJ Moore, the receiver. I think that's only Austin's weak spot are the wide receivers. Those are kind of boomer bust. Obviously, Tank Dell benefiting from Nico Collins being out. And
Diggs, but now he's going to get Sauce Gardner probably.
That's true. He's going to get sauced. I love the running backs, and he's going with 3 of them. Brian Robinson or Bijan Robinson in Atlanta.
There you go. The other B. Robinson, yes.
The other B. Robinson, Kenneth Walker the third against the Rams, and Tony Pollard in the flex against the Patriots. And pair that with the recently acquired Mark Andrews. There's no chance, right, that Dahlgren wins this one. It's all Austin.
Yeah, unless something happens. Yeah, it's definitely going to be Austin. And pretty sure that's another lock of the week.
Lock of the week. I love it.
Oh, man. I have 3 more of these locks left. So
yes, let's go to your match, Mick. Last place.
No.
Boom. There's the flavor taking on Fields of Gold. Now, good for you.
Oh, man. This is a stud world game of the century.
This is the stud world game of the century. You are favored to win. Yahoo is projecting you to win by
oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
A rather wide margin, and for another good reason. There's a 0 on that roster for Nick that he'll probably fix at the linebacker position. So Mick, going through your roster, we can do a little deeper dive.
No.
Kyler Murray at quarterback. Are you feeling him over Brock Purdy this week? Is that why you got him starting?
Yeah, because the San Francisco 49ers are on bye. So it's probably the best move for my team.
I forgot. It's week 9 already, isn't it?
Yeah. There are teams that are on bye. A couple good ones. And yeah, San Francisco's off for the week, so I can't start him. And you don't have anything, there's nothing really tantalizing on the old waiver wire. So, yeah, I don't like Chicago. I mean, maybe he'll get off a couple of big runs.
Garrett Wilson at wide receiver. Not as big of a boost as we thought it would be with Aaron Rodgers. And now that Devontae Adams is there.
A 40-year-old quarterback doesn't change. Oh, man.
Jalen Waddle.
A guy who doesn't want to go to practice. He'd rather go to Egypt during training camp when you can actually, what's that word? Get the chemistry with the players you're going to work with all year. No, man. Get out.
Do you think Jalen Waddle's going to benefit from a Tua showing this week?
I no, the even when the Dolphins are good, they're owned by the Bills. So, like, this is. All right, go ahead.
You've got 3 Cardinals and 2 Dolphins in your lineup. You know that.
I do. What? What?
Yeah.
Do I have other choices? I don't.
Eckler and Mostert. You know what, though? I feel like the running back matchup is actually sort of a wash. You've got advantage at tight end with McBride, and I like your flex play with Marvin Harrison Jr. So, yeah, it's going to really depend on the Cardinals like it does every single week for you.
Yep. Yeah.
Looking at...
It sucked. I mean, Shook's team sucks. That is definitely the one he's playing.
Yeah, CJ Stroud at quarterback, Justin Jefferson, who's still been QB proof with Sam Darnold. He still produces no matter what.
As long as that guy doesn't put up 50 points this week, I think I'm all right.
Xavier Worthy, who is a pretty saucy candidate to go off, high ceiling, low floor kind of guy.
Very low. Could be negative. Are you okay? Something wrong?
A mustache hair.
Choking on your mustache? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Mean Gene, let's do this.
Mean Gene. I could have gone with that one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it went right in my throat.
Yeah,
Zach Charbonnet, not even starting. Jerome Ford, not even starting.
Well, not even good. You know what would be? I'd be worried about a Chris Olave. Am I right, Joe?
Oh, I got it.
Mileage.
Joe.
All right. Well, before you die, and we still have 1 or 2 or more of these to go. This one is Mick winning, and it's a lock of the week.
Yeah, I'm taking Mick as well.
Well, you'll be dead soon. So
I'm dying.
I hope you have your next of kin lined up. Like, I'm guessing Hunter's probably not into football. Will one of your daughters be taking over?
Oh, there's another one. Gosh. Coughing up mustache hair. All right.
You can remove it. There's nothing. There's no rule that says you have to wear this the entire time.
Oh, no. I'm staying dedicated to the bit. All right. Let's go. Insane Ground Posse taking on Dave Plow, defending champ. This is actually my game of the week. Although I don't think Plow's going to be
3-point spread.
Yeah, I don't think Plow's going to be too happy with the outcome here. This Plow's getting Joe at a very bad time because Joe's team is now locking. They're rolling. Chris Olave is back.
He was Chris Olave. He was so productive before he went down. It's like his quarterback hates him or something.
No, Josh Allen. Josh Allen has been very schizophrenic. Calvin Ridley's an interesting play in the wide receiver 2 spot, but now that DeAndre Hopkins is gone,
he went off last week, so I can see it. This 3-headed monster of Jacobs, Kamara, and Johnny Taylor. I'd be scared of that.
I would be too. And he's also running he's running a 3-headed monster at running back. And Dalton Kincaid, he had a good game last week with Amari Cooper showing up. It's funny, Amari Cooper showed up to the Bills and everyone else got good. Amari Cooper didn't do anything.
That's what he does. If Amari Cooper is good for literally 3 games a year, that covers his he has 3 really good games a year. That always makes him a high wide receiver 2 at the end of the year, and no one knows. It's like, oh, wait, he got me 5 points this week. He got me 5 points last week, but he got me 40 points.
Exactly.
And then 4, 2, 70. I hate him. I hate him so much. It doesn't look good, but I'm going to go with Plow. This is my first upset pick of the day.
This is an upset pick because, now Plow's got Mahomes versus Tampa Bay on Monday night. Scary Terry against the Giants. Seemingly healthy Cooper Kupp is back, who was also rumored to be traded. The trade deadline hasn't happened yet.
It is not till next Tuesday.
So he may be gone, and he could be auditioning for a new spot. And like you said, James Cook, Jamar Gibbs, that's a deadly combination there at running back. But he's also doing a 3-headed monster, but I like Joe's running back 3-headed monster more. And Kyle Pitts is the tight end. Kyle Pitts is going to be the X factor.
Yeah,
Yes.
but Dallas is so good. Are you've removed your mustache and you're still choking.
I can feel the hair right here in my throat.
This is my nightmare. Yeah, what you're describing is my nightmare.
It is horrible. I'm gonna have to go like.
I just had, I've got back from the dentist. I just got prodded into my mouth, but this hair thing, that's scary.
Sorry. This will make for great viewing.
So yeah.
And he doesn't have a kicker, so I assume that gap's going to be a little closer. But you know what? I'm taking Joe. And is this game a lock or not, Mick?
Oh, no. This is the number one upset lock of the week.
I love it. Okay, let's go to the last match so I can take a drink of water.
You can do that now. It's not. No one's going to. Ew. Your lip left. What do I have to talk? Who do I have to talk about? We talked about.
Now it's Jable in 4th place. Adam Barris surprisingly 5th place.
Oh, I love it. I love Adam Barris.
This is another very, very important game. Jable going with Bo Nix again. Rocking and rolling with him. I mean, he did score 40 points last week against the Carolina Panthers.
Is terrible on defense.
They really are
terrible.
Jamar Chase, number 1 overall receiver in all fantasy football. Pair that with Devontae Smith, who's a nice wide receiver too. But again, he's very up and down and may not be used a lot because they're playing Jacksonville and run the ball. My question marks here for him are Ramondre Stevenson and Tyrone Tracy. Tracy, I don't think he's playing. He's in concussion protocol, but he had a nice game. He did have a nice game. That was a good play. I mean, Jable scored a ton of points last week. I actually think he has the highest scoring total of the season at 223 for last week. And then here's an interesting play at the flex, Khalil Shakir against Miami. Again, we're talking about because of Amari Cooper.
He's the safest Buffalo option. Like it's not it's definitely he's a floor. He's not a ceiling. He's not going off for 30 points ever. But yeah, that's a very solid, just it's not going to be great, but it won't kill you either.
Looking at Barris's roster. Yeah.
I just saw another double. I guess Nick Shook is rocking one, but it sucks. This one.
This is a decent double tight end type of move here in the starting lineup. Jared Goff, I like actually Jared Goff more against Green Bay than I do Bo Nix versus Baltimore. So I think Barris has the advantage there.
Be ready to be wrong.
Oh, we'll see. I think Zay Flowers takes a steep dive in targets, and they're going up against Denver that has a staunch defensive secondary.
They have one guy, and
they do have one guy.
He'll probably be on. He might be on Deontay.
That's true.
Depends on how they move him around.
Jaden Reed, great player. He's been great.
Great player, hell of a guy, hell of a voice.
James Conner going against the Bears. You're very familiar with that because that's another Arizona Cardinal. Alexander Madison at the running back position going up against the Bengals.
You must be in bye week, hell. That's the only reason you'd play a Raider. The Raiders have the worst running game in league history right now.
They do.
Like that's not hyperbole. That's not like they're number 32 now. They're like number 32 ever.
Don't forget, Mr. Barris still has Christian McCaffrey waiting in the wings.
Oh, and maybe next week he gets to play him. And that would be good for him. No, I love this I love Cade Ottenheimer. I mean, Travis Kelce is actually doing. He's shaking. I don't know what happened. Maybe they say they're saving him for the playoffs or whatever. But now he's actually being used.
It's true. National Tight End Day put up 24 points.
Yes, on National Tight End Day. I'm glad they reminded me every 38 seconds on the red zone. I'm gonna go with Jable then.
Okay. Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, it looks very close in the. It's only a 2-point spread. And yeah, it's only a 2-point spread in the projections. I think I have a lot more faith in Bo Nix. He runs. And Jared Goff does not like to play well outdoors, and he will be outdoors.
That's true. Against all conventional wisdom, I'm going to side with Yahoo, and I'm taking embarrassed this week to beat
No,
Jay.
do that. Go ahead. But you're going against another lock of the week. Like, oh yeah. So yeah, take these out. Take all my picks. Take them out to BetMGM because I think they take bets on this kind of stuff. And it might. And scroll down a little bit. There's some cockfighting going on. Some dogs. You can bet on anything out there. Yeah.
It's true.
I'm basically, have you ever seen the movie Money Plane? You're going to know what I'm talking about. And only Jable has. Or, sorry, only Avi has.
All right, Mick. Big Halloween plans this year?
No, we're going to take the kid trick-or-treating. We're going to do some horror trivia tonight as I'm recording this, Wednesday. So maybe we get a win that actually counts, unlike last year. And yeah, hopefully the Cardinals have a real big second half turnaround, and I can at least get like 4 wins. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would.
Like,
well,
double
best
my
of
wins.
luck to you, Mick. One last thing. What is your final lock prediction for this LEG season for the champion?
Oh, for the champion. Let's see. I'm gonna go. Just bear with me for 8 seconds. I am pulling up the old standings.
You mean you're channeling your psychic medium powers?
I'm channeling my whole psychic ability, and I'm totally not just going up at random and tell me when to stop. Now, Anu's gonna. It's my lock. Anu is going. He's coming from the bottom, and now he's here. Yeah, he's had a long. He's on a 3-loss. He's on a losing streak, but he's going to turn it around. Yeah, yep, very dirty.
That is a very bold prediction.
That could have been anybody.
Thank you, Mr. Mick Barton, for being a part of this annual Halloween special episode of LEGTV.
I had a terrible time, and I hope you never ask me to do it again. Thank you. Thank you.
You say that every year.
And I keep hoping you won't ask me, but here we are. The actual.
Good night, everybody.
Someone is knocking on my door. It is 4 p.m. Ugh. Hate people. I hate